Snot is universal. There are some things that work in comedy because they're universal, because they're things we all definitely know about, man. But we don't always talk about. Snot is way down the list of priorities, man, if you ever, Invariably, if you find yourself talking about snot to a friend, there are some other topics you've missed. So somebody's got to tell you what you already know that's fun to think about. First of all, snot is the original rubber cement, right? Thumb and forefinger, heavy friction, try to toss one away. They won't go. You gotta wait. You gotta put it in your other hand and dirty up your fingers. And they go, woo! And they never make a noise. When the little snot lands, just goes, just like that. No one ever knows. Snot landed nearby house today. I threw it out of car. Did you ever pick your nose and have a guy walk around the corner? Hi, Bill, how are you? Shake your hand.
My right arm is paralyzed.
Oh. Well, that's okay. Why don't you put that thing back in your nose and come in my office? Put it behind your ear and get in there. Actually, you can put them back in your nose. A lot of people, when they are stuck for a place to put one, they don't think they can put it back. They're viable for 4 hours after picking. After that, it's a struggle, but put it on in there, but don't jar it loose. They come out there. You gotta sit still the first hour or so. But we never think of that stuff, man. It's a release, it's a, yeah. Snot is also camouflage colored. Nature in its wisdom, it's camouflage the color of the land. It's your basic off greens and off browns, huh? Your greens or those, depending on what you have. And imagine if snot was fluorescent. Day glow mucus. There'd be no place to hide them. See, the camouflage is good color for trees and wood furniture. Where are you going to put a fluorescent snot, man? You've got to go down to the head shop and wipe it on a poster. Sure. Well, there are some subjects that are only 50% universal because of the sexual differences. Urinals are 50% universal. Most women have seen a urinal. They will look at one time. Whoa, a urinal! Hey, one time. Quick shot. But we guys have to work them. Day in, day out, working the urinals. It's not easy. It's true. Urinal is like an elevator. There's nothing to do, really, while you're there. You can check your fronts of your shoes again if you want. It's probably a different story by now. Depending on if you're at a knee-length one or the floor console model. You just piss all over everything and you don't care. It's okay, I got along with you. But there's nothing to do with the urinal. You stare straight ahead of you, and what do you see? Standard, Crane, American Standard. Patent pending 2861855. You look up high, say, look up here, and you're pissing on your shoes again. Yeah, jeez. So you got to kill the time. First thing you do is you inscribe your initials on the urinal. Then they run a little bit, then you wet down the entire urinal. Wet down, wet down. Wet down entire urinal. Cover all of the dry spots. Got to get them all. Every one. You got to look, see if the light is shining. Then, and only then, are you allowed to go after the cigarettes at the bottom of the urinal. Targets of opportunity. Yeah, you had to break up them cigarettes. Field stripping, my friend. Camels and Luckies were easy. but a Kent with a micronite filter. Takes 3 guys and a keg of beer. Come on, guys. Hey, come on. Let's go, man. Another thing that's universal, farts, and we don't get to talk. We don't get to talk much about them, you know, and there's stuff we all know, which is fun to have, you know, I was going to say to bring out, man, that would have been a subconscious, always working on bad little jokes. I'm not responsible for them. But, yes, farts. Now, everyone knows about a fart. I've often thought, wouldn't it be weird if a guy accidentally through his life had a perfect diet? The guy had never farted. He was 35. And then one day, boom.
Whoa! Hey!
The air is coming out of me. I don't want to be a balloon. Children have a better attitude toward farts. They're not yet indoctrinated about poopy nasty no-no, caca. They're just starting to get that, and they're pretty free about farts. Did you ever notice your own farts smell okay? Say. My God, that's fairly decent. God love you. It's a whole group of slang that surrounds farting, or not slang so much as idiom and certain phrases you hear. Guy farts. It depends on really the company. You know, you'd rarely hear an audible fart unless it's like only 2 people or 6 really gross people, you know. Well, we used to be playing cards, you know, that was when the 8 to 9 guys were out playing blackjack. $1, $1.50, $1 no double, $2 no double, no double, man, $2. $1, half a dollar. Hey. Oh, let go! Hey, freely, if you're sick, go to the hospital, man. Fucking guy. Man, something died inside. It's not the smell, man, it's the burning of my eyes. Remember that one? That was always, to me, the best one, boy. That was really terrible. That's the way it is. You can spread them out apart. You can walk through several rooms on what we call your controlled emission. Right. That's short spurts, just like the jets on the retro rockets. You know what I mean? Little here, little there. A guy told me a list of kind of farts once. He said there was the fizz, the fazz, the fizz fazz, the rip shit, the tear ass, the snorter, and the one that goes woo. I'm only reporting, you know, kind of like things from, they're not in context. Farting on the elevator is an interesting experience. If there are only 2 people on the elevator, everybody knows who farted. There are only 2 attitudes when that happens. One of them is, and the other one is, That guy usually gets off at the mezzanine and walks down, which is nice. It gives you a little time to light up a whole book of matches. Burn it off before you get to the lobby. Who wants all those people coming in thinking it's you? Stunk up the shaft. Yes, the entire shaft is now involved. See, a high-speed elevator dissipates farts very quickly. I always think about those old cage elevators with the grinder wind-up start. If you could fart on the 3rd floor and leave it there, you know? You might sneak away from it if it was paying attention to something else. Farts are like, sometimes you have the farts, and they're really vicious, and people's loved ones are in danger, you know? Because the qualities, as I say, one of the properties of a fart, which you can only guess, is its, let's call it the density. And then there is the persistence. Does it remain long time? Like mustard gas. A broccoli fart. Persistent. Some people's houses don't fall down the last 3 inches of farts down to the rug. Farts are being lost. Many farts are lost in foam cushions. Hopelessly gone. Years ago, in upholstery, a fart would find its way out. Now, forever entombed. Oh, you gotta get a sledgehammer to get one out of there, man. By then, it's a blend anyway.